IQ, but you don't know that. So if you're, oh, I'm gonna get me an amplifier. I'll get me a kilowatt. I'm gonna double my power. Okay, how many decibel do you get if you double your power? 3. Do you know how loud 3 dB is? We're going to find out. This is not a game. This is not a magic act. This isn't a humorous little thing. This is serious stuff. This is serious stuff, everybody. You're going to learn what 3 dB means. And in the meantime, you have a calculator, dear? Keep a track of the money it's going to cost us to go from 500 watts to a kilowatt, okay? All right, here we go. Because I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, here we go. When I bring this up here, you're going to have 3 dB of gain. And there it is. Oh, I didn't hear anything. Okay, remember a while ago when I said something about listening? Close your eyes. I want everybody to be very quiet. And on the count of 3, I'm going to take 500 watts away. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do it again because you're probably saying I didn't hear anything. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. The story is the human being can barely detect 3 decibel. So now wait a minute. What happened? How much money did he spend to buy that kilowatt? You could buy a lot of shoes and purses. You know that? Yeah, okay. I just want you to know that. Well, what's the deal, Heil? The deal is there are so many other things that you can do to get 3 and then 6 and then 9 and then 12. See, decibels don't count like everybody else. They're exponential and boom, 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 boom. Well, you can get 20 dB just with an antenna. You can get 10 or 15 dB by the right equalization. We'll get back to that. But here's where I was going. This was just a little side trip. I like to do that because you're going to go home and think about this. And then your buddy's going to go, Heil's full of crap. That's not true. Well, it is true. It's science. When you double your power, it's 3 decibel. Trust me on this. Okay, I have this magic little plug. Magic little plug. Plugged into the bottom of the microphone. Still works just fine. However, it's wired backwards out of phase. Now, listen to this. What happens when you take 2 signals identical out of phase? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The bomb can go off. You're not going to hear it. Oh, they still work! Not together, out of phase. Okay, how many days do we have, Jack? It's my favorite subject. We could be here forever talking about things. How does your Yagi work? Everybody have a Yagi of some kind? Do you know how it works? Did anybody ever explain what Dr. Yagi did? He had a driven element, right? Then he figured out mathematically, if he put one in front at a certain distance and a certain dimension, he could get a few dB out of it. If he put another one, he could get another 4 or 5 dB. But if he took one behind that driven, it would be out of phase. So when I turn my antenna down to Mississippi, wow, that's what I want. I don't want anything when I turn it the other way. The back reflector cancels. And that's how that works. How did Art Collins? Well, it wasn't Art Collins that brought single sideband. Oh, that's a surprising thing for you. It was Wes Shum, Central Electronics, 1948, brought single sideband to the amateur radio community. Actually, AT&T's been using single sideband since 1929. Go back to some of our Ham Nation shows. About a year ago, there is the best show ever, other than when Joe Walsh is on, of course. It was done by W1LSB, and it's called The History of Single Sideband. There were 2 shows. It is a great learning course for all of you. Really go look that up. Ham Nation into Google. Down the left side will be all the different shows. And you'll learn about all these things. How does an equalizer work? If I want to get rid of the low end, how do I do that? I just turn this little knob and the low end's gone. Well, how'd that happen? Ha-ha, that equalizer takes those frequencies out of phase. Everything. Your notch filter. How's a notch filter? Here comes a big carrier. You notch it. How does it work? It takes the signal and goes out of phase at the frequency that's the interference. Oh, it's just on and on and on and on. And yet I don't hear this. It really irritates me. I'm irritated that I don't read a lot about this. And even if you've been licensed for many, many years, it's stuff that we all need to hear. Well, one of the other things that I bring with me, which is really quite fun, and here again, it's a situation that we're talking about science. And what we hear and what we don't hear and why we hear it. Now, what I have is a tone generator. And this tone generator, this is a scientific test. This is not some play toy. They're all exactly the same frequency, or the same level. If you can see the meter up here. Now pay attention. Listen to this. Every one of them are the same level. See if you hear them at the same level. You should. Here we go. That's 100 cycles. 250, 400, 1K, 1.6, 2.5, 10K. We're going to go back and we're going to do it again. Here's 100. They're all the same level. And I can do it this way also.
All the rats are scurrying out of the building right now.
And what did you hear? You heard that in that mid-range, they were louder, right? Because your ears are more sensitive there. There's where you want to be paying attention when you put that audio over the air. It's very, very simple. And again, we have to listen and hear what we sound like. I was talking about a while ago about the hand mic. I hate hand microphones. I hate them with passion. Why? Because they all sound like you're talking into a tunnel. Well, of course you are, because you are. And here's why. First of all, this is a new product that we just came up with, and it certainly doesn't sound like a hand microphone. Why? Because every hand mic you have, or you can buy, other than this, they put the element in a clamshell. We open up the top of it, so if I close it up, watch what happens. It starts sounding like it's in a clamshell. And I can spot hand mics, and it drives me nuts because I hear that hollowness. Oh, but it's a matching microphone, came on the radio. Yeah, it was $2 and it was painted the same color, and it put Kenwood's name on it. Don't disagree with that because it's true. Well, we took this and made a whole new world out of it. I opened it up. Look what happened to the sound of the hand mic. I think we've revolutionized it. We're going to do that again. This is green at the top. If I close it up like every other hand mic, there you go. It's real simple. Open it up. Let that element breathe, and we've tuned the element to the resonance of the microphone body. These are so simple, and yet I don't see it happening. People are not doing that.